Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawkeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw, running back under.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Line gets set, first down. The back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Pressure coming. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can anyone catch him? The 20.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's English. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Offense gets set for second down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. There's a live football. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They've got the screen set up.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Another incompletion on third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Number 17 on the field goal.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after that miss, they're still trying to fight their way out of an 18-point hole. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. A third down try for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it on the counter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Quarterback will audible. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Discards him with the stiff arm. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged in the middle. It's Pope.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Still on his feet at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And tackled there by the defense. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.